Okay, so out of every team I think I've talked about so far, I think this team right now that I've got selecting with the ninth overall pick in the San Antonio Spurs might have just got potentially the first steal of the draft. Again, I really like this player that I have them taking. I think it makes a whole lot of sense for them, and I hope you guys really take it. So again, today I will be talking about who I think the San Antonio Spurs should select with the ninth overall pick. Again, they're another mysterious team because they always take a random player that we usually don't expect. I think this year could be a little bit different, and I have them taking, I think, a pretty interesting player. Again, this is, of course, going to be an official clip from my 2022 NBA mock draft. If you guys would like to go and check that out, I would highly recommend it. I will be linking it in the description down below. If you guys go and watch the full thing, you get to see all the other players that I have the other teams taking, this and that, get my thoughts and opinions on everything. And if you're wondering, well, why didn't I take this player or something like that, that you want me to take with the Spurs pick, that's potentially because he's, of course, already been taken by another team with a higher pick. So, of course, once you're done with this video, I highly recommend going and checking it out. Links for it will be in the description down below. But I guess without further ado, here's who I think the San Antonio Spurs should select with the 9th overall pick in the 2022 NBA Draft. Now, with the 9th overall pick, we have personally one of my favorite players in this draft class. I think this would be an absolute steal from this draft. And yes, I said absolute steal for the San Antonio Spurs, and that actually happens to be Jalen Duren. Again, the way I would kind of describe Jalen Duren, I think, for this draft is one of those guys who could potentially jump and you wouldn't expect it. Very similar to Josh Giddey with the Oklahoma City Thunder last year. I remember a lot of people didn't expect Josh Giddey to jump. I thought he was maybe going to go at 10 or 11. I know some people had him going at like pick 15, which was crazy. Oklahoma did their scouting. They saw how good he was in the NBL in Australia, and they were like, this is our guy. Again, he played against a bunch of older men, and you know, again, in the NBL, which is arguably the second best league in the world, and did really well. Had a similar path to LaMelo, pretty much averaged very similar stats, and yeah, I guess OKC were like, this guy's really good, and let's bring him in. And Jalen Duren is another guy who I wouldn't be surprised if a team does actually trade up to try and get in that first round pick. Again, I believe he is projected to go about pick 12 or something right now, but I do have the Spurs reaching up a couple positions and taking him at the 9th overall pick. For those of you who don't know what Jalen Duren is like as a player, he is a 6'10" center out of Memphis who is very much being compared to a younger Dwight Howard. Again, he's very good in the pick and roll. Also loves to post down his opponents. Again, great rebounder. Great athleticism for his size as well. Again, there's not many 6'10" centers out there that I think would be as good of a rebounder as he is. And the best thing is he's a very capable defender as well. So yeah, I really like, I think, that Dwight Howard comparison. I think it makes a lot of sense. He's a great rim protector. He can't really shoot at all, if I'm going to be completely honest. He doesn't have a mid-range on him. Doesn't have a three-point shot on him whatsoever. But again, as I just read a quote about him that does say, he is a man among boys. He is very strong. Great rebounder. And yeah, there's even this website that I'm looking at right now. They're projecting him to go at 9 or 10. But does say he does have potential, some top 6 type potential. And again, I really do believe that. I think if a team was looking to trade out of the top 6, don't be surprised if the Oklahoma City Thunder as well try and trade up to get this guy. And I just think it would make a whole lot of sense. Again, when the draft does happen, whoever gets this guy, and if they get him at 10 or something like that, I think I'll already be making a video on saying that he will be the steal of the draft. I think if you're a San Antonio Spurs fan, not only could he be the steal of the draft for you, and again, if let's just say that Chet Holmgren does play power forward on whatever team he does go to, this guy could legitimately be by far the best center in the draft class. Again, I know Chet might play more of a power forward center hybrid, similar to Evan Mobley, but as a raw, natural center, Jalen Duren is insane. And I think it makes a whole lot of sense, especially if you are the Spurs. They desperately need a center. I think they've still got Jakob Poeltl, who is a pretty decent player, pretty good rim protector, shot blocker as well. They've still got Jock Landale, who is a very solid player as well, was their backup center. Again, I think he can also play power forward minutes as well. Landale's got a good three-point jumper on him. I really do think Jalen Duren's the guy. Like, not only I think do they need maybe a potential future starting center, this guy would just be so good, so dominant. Realistically, I could see him in his first season. Let's just say they played him around 22 minutes a night. He's the type of dude that could come in his first year and maybe average you around 7 to 8 points per game on about 8 rebounds with elite perimeter defense for a first year player. I think the dude's that good. And yeah, if you're a San Antonio Spurs fan, you've got another steal from this draft class. And yeah, I really do hope they do consider him with the 9th overall pick. But of course, if you haven't already, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for all the latest NBA content and NBA news. Of course, don't forget to comment your thoughts and opinions down below. Do you guys think it makes a whole lot of sense for Dyson Daniels to, you know, of course, maybe go in the top 10? Same with Jalen Duren, all that type of stuff. What do you guys think about my official mock draft? Do you guys agree with some of my picks? Do you guys think I took some players too high, some too low? Definitely let me know your thoughts and opinions on this down below. Of course, don't forget to subscribe to my gaming channel, my IRL/Long channel, and my podcast, which I'll all be linking them down below as well. But again, as I was saying, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.